All right, we're getting kicked off again. Oh, we forgot to reset our titles up here. That's all right. All right, starting us off, we got Ness Snake, PS2. All right, we already getting the explosives out. The game here is to always try to find where the C4 is. No one ever knows. That's the fun part.
I was like, no, I don't like this. I think we click ranch. Okay. People have the same reaction. Like, no.
Alright, so this first stock's underway. Very tight game. But Briv has healed him, as we are likely to see a number of times here. Ness is going to be using that shield. Opens up a lot of opportunities. We shall see. Snake, and particularly Briv Snake, is known for just making the entire stage explode. So, see how much space he can buy with that absorber.
Back now.
Alright. So, first stock goes to Ness. Briv is not far behind.
Oh man, he's charging up Smash. It's free healing.
Spacing is going to be challenging. Alright. Chase him down. Oh. He's still on stage though.
He's boxing.
Not seeing a lot of these platforms behind each other right now. Because we're largely just trying to get low and just zone each other, I suppose. Kamikaze grenade there. Alright. You have this towards.
So that's Mesh deck.
Yeah, that's that was a long one. Shield definitely
really wanted the C4.
Yeah.
That's the matchup.
That is, yep, that is the game right now.
Watson is literally be reversing in complete circles. Like that is, his movement is crazy. I'd say honestly with the magnet as an option, you don't even need the bat. Like hitting his grenades back is not nearly as helpful as just healing onto them. So, and at timing, it's more of a commitment. So, I think it's not surprising that we're seeing a lot of magnet. We can expect to see a lot of it throughout this set.
Things are looking a little rough for this first game, but he is not down and out yet.
This is a tough situation. You really got to just condition them to come in and magnet a bunch and be ready to punish it harder than they could possibly heal. But that is a lot to try to do on the move.
Indeed. Good pick up there. We'll see. It's hard, yeah, kind of convert your own spacing because by and large he wants to keep himself a little farther away than he needs to be to answer those magnets successfully.
He wins the long range with like all of his projectiles, but that's healing. And then he's got to get into box to beat that. But that ball gets into the mid range, which is all PK fire and disjoints. So he's got to go through some no man's land.
We're seeing comboing up into his own grenade there. We've seen quite a bit of.
Can't heal at 0.
And yet here we are. All right. We need big plays, but he's going to come back to this.
He's comfortable throwing out a bunch of projectiles or explosions whenever Ness is at 0 because it doesn't cost him anything.
Good game.
He starts a combo.
Alright. That's game 1 goes crazy.
Such a bad match. I just feel dirty. This
I'm
is
not
the only
crying,
matchup where
you're
I'm
crying.
like, okay, I just feel bad. I mean, that's fair. Stages. I will ban.
Wait, this is a real fight now?
FD and Kalos. Go ahead, just pick. Yeah, anything but FD and Kalos.
Alright, crazy wanting to keep those platforms in play is what I'm hearing. What's the you think the logic here getting rid of Kalos? Personal preference or
It's a big stage, so I'm wondering if maybe, I mean, Snake is not a super heavy, but he's at the heavier end of things, so Kalos lets him live longer. Might not want that. Also, the walls can be kind of tough to recover off of if you're Ness, because if you're right up against the wall, you lose your lightning, so he might not want to mess with that.
good insights right in here. Alright, kicking off game 2. Open the PK fire. Nobody loves it. First big heal.
Boxing him. Staying under him.
He's switching up his game here. Love to see it. Love to see him adapt. First stock is favoring Briv, but once again, we know that a lot of that damage is done quickly. It's high risk projectiles that are going to get used eventually.
Oh my
Good
god.
read. Great read on the up air.
The funny thing is his up B clashed with the up smash, so he didn't actually take damage from either of those mortars. They just held him in place long enough for Bronson to give him the old kick.
Yeah, you have to be playing 5 minutes
He
ahead
headbutted his way through 2 mortars and then ate a kick.
That's Ness for you right there, alright. Finishing it with a kick. Chasing him off the top here. It's going to cause a grenade. Get him out of that. Back to neutral state.
This is the time Briv could start setting up bombs again because it's a 0 yet.
You're seeing a lot of grenades dancing around here. And that is where he is comfortable. Briv is comfortable when he is running through a minefield of his own making.
Getting flashbacks to his game against Ryan with that shield getting so damn small.
Ooh, Ness now, same position. They are eating a lot of damage there. Chasing him down, oh, but it runs out of juice just at the critical time.
Getting a lot of mileage off that up tilt. That move is a war crime.
Oh, Briv. We forgot what C4 was. He did not.
The fun part is Ness actually knew where it was. The magnet just was like a frame or 2 away from coming out, so he was going for the heal. It just didn't quite come out in time.
Briv's got a
That was a
big
trade. He
extra
could
credit going on here.
take that trade. Bronson's staying close enough to him so that when Ness commits to the magnet, he still runs in and gets a hit so that it's net 0. So he's at least preventing the healing.
Big part of this matchup here is just keep people
Just don't let your opponent literally heal back to 0.
on it because he is an ad kill percentage now. So see Briv set up. Ooh.
Around the world.
Yeah, he's been there, he's been back, and we are down to our last stock here. Bronson's still hanging out a pretty healthy percentage down on his second stock.
I want to put this curse out there, but especially with all the movement and tech that Snake does, it's very easy for him to accidentally SD off the edge. So that's like the main thing, just keeping the game slow and not trying to do anything too fancy that could cost you your stock unnecessarily. Big part of it here.
I don't know.
Seen a lot of failed grenade reverses that have ended up with Bronson underneath the stage, taking like 60% just trying to C4 himself back to the top.
Risks are taken. Ooh, he's in a rough spot now. He's getting the lightning double. He's trying to kick, but Cr8zy is chasing him down.
Oh, the ciphers covered him. Oh man.
He just gotta get down on the ground here if he wants to finish this.
And he just healed up too. They just closed the gap a lot with those interactions. Oh.
Alright.
Grenade delivery. This is where Snake wants to be though. He's so comfortable with the lead because if you can't finish off the stock, you're just blowing up over and over again.
It's fair. And now things are certainly anyone's game.
Just almost saw the setup for a Twitter combo. I've been hit by that one enough to know when it's getting set up.
Ooh, he's a patient man.
Oh, what is
He's
that?
a patient man. There it is. Alright.
Good game, good game.
The game froze to figure out if it knew what was going on and then proceeded.
Hey, where are you going?
I do some calculation checks there.
Yeah, it's like, I guess he explodes. Check my math. Yep, he explodes.
Alright, we are going to a game 3 here.
And obviously, you know,
You
Bronson wants to win this. Briv wants to win this, but this is it's a big deal that he's keeping it to game 3 because this is
So now
an awful matchup for
This
Snake.
is
So
not what he wants. He has some rough bracket placement here.
historically, he has struggled in this matchup, of course. So even getting it to a game 3, this is progress and showing that he's learning the matchup.
Indeed. In fact, let's check our Snickers and see
Let's go to
Just how bad this has
how
been.
this has been for our boy.
Briv and Cr8zy.
Search for the B.
That was a wild game. That was amazing. I had a lot of interesting things.
I guess they haven't played a lot this season yet.
But in the past, they have certainly matched up And it's not a
I love how we're both
not a great position for him to be in.
somewhere.
Crazy hour. There we go.
What? He banned it.
All right. Lilat is off the table. Has been a point of contention this evening. It is not a problem now.
Crazy's go for the night. Just play somebody who lets him go to Lilat.
No one wants to get PK fired on the edge.
Nope.
No one's happy about that.
Tilts.
As a pack main, no one wants that. I saw you, was you trying to set up the bell on the platform combo?
I was trying to do the bell gun, where you drop it on the hydrant and the hydrant shoots you at him.
Yeah.
Like a stun gun, I think is what they call it. That was fun.
I saw that.
I could set
melon,
that.
melon guard. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I got the trampoline to platform smash
Oh,
attack.
that was beautiful. Yeah, fully charged. Inspirational what that was.
It's like so easy to pull off, and if somebody doesn't know like what you're doing, they're just like, oh cool, you're just letting me buy for free. We just saw about 45 points of healing.
Yeah, that was about 5 minutes worth. We just lost. Ooh, that is a rough from off of the PK fire. He's back. What do you think was Cr8zy's motivation for making this? You want something small? Keep empty space around the stage?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's a good stage for both characters. I think maybe he just didn't want to give him room to breathe so he could set up all of his traps. That's my just guess.
The worst way to see Snake is him running away, because I think you're playing his game.
Yep.
So keep him close.
Can't really set up a minefield on this tiny stage.
Oh, there it is. Alright.
Oh, I can do this.
Yeah, you gotta always be careful at the edge there. You can come up with that forward air and scoop you.
Now enough fast. Right.
Forward air's gonna do it.
Briv drops off his first stock here. Reset, back in neutral game. Laying down in the minefield, getting set up.
He was at a safe distance that time, so when he came up swinging, missed Briv by like a couple feet.
Lessons we're learned here. Oh, but we're handing out free kills again.
Yeah. Definitely need to find a confirm here soon.
Yeah, he's trying to tell you. He's yeah, walk this way. Couple seconds later. Oh, there, now we're doing it. Alright. Still close.
Yeah, definitely doable. I mean, both these characters are very explosive with the damage, so
Fun intended.
fun always intended there.
Briv's done a great job of dancing around. It's crazy.
He's being patient.
So.
I promise you, Bronson wants nothing more than to run off and spike him and get the shit over with. But that's a terrible idea. He needs to just maintain the stage control, play the slow game.
He's got the good recovery, but once again, some of these mobility options.
He just lost all of the damage he did.
Yeah. One bag grenade cost him a bit there. Chase around on the platform. A lot of mutual interaction going on here. No one's chaining this together.
Bronson's doing a great job of just holding center stage. Ness is a great defensive character, but he does not like coming at you because he's so floaty. Bronson's playing it correctly. He's making Ness constantly work his way back on stage.
Fighting. There it is again.
Back to center stage. Immaculate job of stage control.
Certainly turned that momentum around quickly.
Although now we're seeing the opposite. Cr8zy's now holding center stage pretty well.
We got our attachment self grenade.
My recovery into lightning spurt.
Yeah,
There's nothing we can do there.
that's what we've heard before. Alright. Cr8zy's got some rage to work with here. He can chip away pretty quick.
Bronson's hitting too many buttons. He wants to kill off the stock, but he's not playing defense, so he just took 58 damage. He did not need to do that.
He's in the rough spot now.
Yep.
Oh, he's
He's holding forward. Oh, yep. The game plan has been abandoned a little bit. He knows he needs to get the stock, but he's rushing for it, and he's already at 100. It took like 10 seconds to get to 100.
These are
Can't afford that.
escalating quick. I think we are rapidly approaching the end of the set. This might be it.
He now has to worry about if he gets grabbed, he's dead. Both of them, actually. So they probably, if they're aware of the percents, they both need a grab.
Hey, it appears we may have attracted our friend Pod here.
Hey.
That's exciting.
That was a close one until that last stop. You had me on the edge so fucking much.
Yes, we will. Alright, so that's gonna bump Briv down in the loser's bracket.